So we're here in Happy Adventure. We're going to start from the adventures today. So right after we got here, we just checked in and then we're gonna go on this boat tour. And I have Chuck with me here and he is going to say much more about this trip. We're so excited. Okay. Hi Chuck.
Hi, this is Happy Adventure. And Happy Adventure this is the lower cove. Upper cove is the cove up there. And this is how we got our name there, that Peter Easton back in the day, he was in the British Navy there, but when the war ended with France, he became a privateer. And he was being chased up this bay on a foggy day, and Upper Cove is completely hidden when you go up there. And that's where he hid to, and he escaped. And so after he escaped, we believe there that his boat ended up being called Happy Adventure. We believe that he made a notation on his chart, Happy Adventure. So, you know,
so this place has a lot of history.
A lot of pirate history in Newfoundland, and you know, back in the day with him, he pretty well ran Newfoundland, and he had a fleet of about 40 ships. Mm-hmm. He was sent here by the British government to protect Guy's Colony. That was in 1710, first colony in Newfoundland. Okay. But he continued. He sort of protected the whole island. He sort of took control of the island.
Nice.
Really interesting history. You know?
Yeah. So you guys heard how the name came up and then a little bit of the history. We got a lot more to explore. So why don't we all hop into the boat and start, Chuck?
Yep.
All right, okay. Let's go. So we are in the middle of sea. I don't know much to explain about this. I have Chuck to explain that. So this is Happy Adventure Tours. Am I correct?
Yeah, Happy Adventure Tours.
So we took a boat ride. We were expecting to see whales, but they're absent today. So today it's a beautiful day and we had a very, very nice boat ride. And there's some more information to it. So Chuck is gonna tell us a little bit about what they usually do in a boat tour, what they show the people who come around and all that, right?
Yeah, well, we usually start our tours off with icebergs, but this year, you know, there hasn't been any icebergs at all, which is very unusual.
Yeah.
But one of the stops we do when we do a tour, and I like the history of the area there. This is a place called Barrow Harbor, and this place we're to is called Smoky Hole. Now, back in the day, there was a lot of people living up here. They used to salt all the fish to go back to England. And Smoky Hole became a value because they could hide here, because everybody was at war with each other, France and England and whatever. And here, you're sort of hidden, and you can also escape through Scotch Tickle with a smaller boat, where if a big schooner came in after you, they couldn't go out that way. But my ancestors lived here, and my uncle and them lived on that land over there. I always find like Smoky Hole is usually warmer here. There's no wind, you know, it's quite the spot. And it's strange, like the name of Smoky Hole. I always thought it came from smoke in the distance or whatever there, but I was told by one of my relatives there, when we go back out, you're gonna see Arch Tickle.
Yeah.
And when you get off Arch Tickle, you see, if you look at it, the old doors back in the day, it looks like a lock on a door, right? And so they had a code word when they were going to come up here and hide, is that we're going to meet you beyond the small keyhole. And the small keyhole became Smoky Hole.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. That makes good sense now. Yeah.
So, you know,
so we are going to stop at the
on the way back out. With this boat there, we can't go through Scotch Tickle because it's new, number one, and you're going to be very careful of hitting props. Even in my rib boats, we hit a prop or so once a season. But we're going to go back out through Arch Tickle, which is a wider tickle.
Okay, and, you heard him.
You'll see the arches.
Yeah. Next stop is
Arch Tickle.
Arch Tickle.
The small keyhole. Now, I'm told how Smoky Hole got his name there, that this looks like a door key, the old doors. So they used to say that we're going to meet you behind the small keyhole. And the small keyhole became Smoky Hole.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm told how we were named, that little village.
Interesting how the Okay, so we have Brenda here. She is the owner of these beautiful masterpieces. We were amazed of how realistic they are. So we really wanted to meet her and just talk to her about this. We wanted to know more about it, how she does this kind of thing. So Brenda, glad to meet you.
Hi.
So can you tell us a little bit about how this interest for art began?
Okay. Me and my husband work at restaurant, and we retire after 20 odd years. Downtown St. John's, we had Chalkies. And then we were just like taking our time off. But after a while, I get really bored.
Of course.
Yeah, so one day I told my husband, I said, I'm going to paint.
And that's how it started.
Yeah, because my daughter, Charlotte, she bought me a set of easel for one of the Christmas, and just sitting at the corner collecting dust and never had time to do anything.
Yeah.
So I saw the easel. I told my husband that I'm going to paint.
Yeah.
He said, okay, go on, just get out his way. So I started sitting down and start painting, and from there.
That was the beginning.
Yeah,
of
that's
all
the
this.
beginning.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you use any specific type of paint or anything just to make this like these are really live pictures? Like anything special that you need, like that you use?
Yeah. Well, I started with oil paint, and I love it, and I stick with it ever since.
Okay.
And my husband said, if I know you can paint, we don't have to work.
Yeah, right?
I'll just be your manager.
you can sell these for like a lot of money because they're really nice.
Yeah, we work so hard.
Yeah. So why don't we take a walk and probably maybe show around? You can explain a little bit about few pictures. Any favorite pictures of yours here?
Yeah. I start with landscape and seascape, like every other Newfoundland retirees. But I found it really boring. Like everybody doing the same thing, the rocks, the trees. And then I found out that I'm good at faces. So I stir myself to portrait.
Yeah.
And enjoy doing it.
Yeah, we saw a lot of nice portraits up here. And are these people that you know?
Some are, some are not.
Okay.
And when I see an image, and I just like stunned, and I said to myself, I had to paint it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, like
huh?
I saw her photo, and I just like.
It is. Yeah, I know. And also these like the iceberg ones, they are very stunning too.
The iceberg is our photo.
Okay,
Yeah,
so you took a photo.
Yeah,
Okay.
my husband went out on boat one day and snapped it.
Okay.
And I added a little boat there just to make it interesting.
Yeah, it is. It truly is. Yeah.
Yeah.
And all of those where we see when we come upstairs.
Okay.
They are your photographs too that you just
Yes.
made into
Sometimes
painting.
I combine, make a different background, like the two little girls in the doily.
Yeah.
They weren't in the ice.
Okay.
They were just in bend and fill.
Oh,
I
okay.
just like
So you
make it more vibrant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always about imagination and how you put it into
Yeah.
how you
yeah,
incorporate
it's
things,
a
right?
Combination of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very interesting. And we saw the cat picture that.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
Okay.
And Chuck was actually showing us like the real photograph, and then the one that you drew. Like the one that you drew was the best. Like it is very, very realistic. So yeah.
Yeah.
We truly, truly enjoy this. Maybe you can draw us.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you, Brenda. Thank
Yeah.
you so much for joining us,
Thank
and thank you for giving this opportunity for us to learn a little bit about your art.
Thank you. Yeah. So I found out that local people, young and old, are very interested in try their art skills. So I invented the pink party with very young kid, like even 2 or 3 years old, right up to 80 years old, men and women, and 2 hours. And they start with a blank canvas. I walk them through step by step, and we take break in between. We have fun beverage snack in between. We take breaks, and then at the end of 2 hours, they all walk away with their creation.
You do it right here?
I got a party room downstairs at the end. Also now we got an office in Turnover Park. So once a week, and I usually post it in advance what painting we're doing, and then people sign up and just show up, and we have fun. And everybody come in, they were scared. They said, impossible I could do something like that. And then at the end of the session, they all walk away with their creation. Yeah.